Hi guys, my name is Tasha from Nourish Shanti and welcome to today's video. If this is the first time you're on my channel, thank you very much. Please hit that subscribe button if you'd like to see more videos. Right, in today's video, we're going to talk about what's going on in your life. How is your environment affecting you? So something that's very close to my heart is this topic is how I like to live my life is literally I always think of how is my environment affected me. If it's quite negative, I look at it and I go, right, okay, what can I change? Or what do I need to do in order to improve that situation? Because at the end of the day, if your environment is affecting you directly, it can give you emotional stress, physical stress, and mental stress. So you really just want to make sure you sort that out. How did I come across this and how did it all happen? So I just wanted to share with you my little bit of my story, and then at the end of this video there will be a link to download the little worksheet that I decided to design for you guys. So stick with me, let's get started. So how did this all come across to me? So when I was say about where we now 2000, say in 2014 I was working in London very long hours. I was doing like 9 days, 15 hours, and it was just so stressful and I just hated it. The actual job itself I didn't hate, I just hated the amount of stress that people were giving me. And then at the time I was quite young, I was only 22 years old, so I just thought, you know what, by the time I'm 30 I'm going to have a heart attack, I need to get out of here. So I would say my awareness already started then. Then I moved to Liverpool and I felt completely lost, I'm not going to lie. I was completely taken out of my comfort zone because at just rewinding a little bit even back is I grew up in South Africa and then I moved to London when I was 18 and I literally stayed there till I was 22, so I stayed there for a good four years or 5 years actually, and then I moved to Liverpool, and Liverpool was a completely different environment for me from London because I went from one extreme to the next. Now I'm in another different place. But I'm glad I went through that phase because it created a little bit of questioning that I needed to go through. And then I found this yoga teacher training, which I will link the yoga teacher training in this description as well because they were such amazing people. It expanded my awareness with everything. It was just crazy. But one thing I learned in yoga was if your environment is affecting you badly, you need to change your environment. And from then I was like, right, okay, I need to get out of Liverpool. I just need to get out. It's not serving me. I've said I tried for a year. And it's not about the people, it's not about what was going on, it was just what was affecting me. Then I moved to a beautiful town called Whitby in North Yorkshire. Such a great place to be. Beautiful, but I would say my spiritual awareness grew a lot there. I would say Whitby is a very, very precious town in England. I would say it's very spiritually connected. There is I've had quite a many spiritual encounters there, but I would say everything that I was going through happened in Whitby and I needed to be there at that time. Anyway, I found I met this woman called Rosemary. She's now a friend of mine and she's so spiritually connected, but she came to my yoga classes that I was teaching in Whitby and it was so great. We decided to hang out more because I felt like she had quite a lot that I could learn from, and I was very interested and I was questioning a lot of things, and I was just, she was kind of like a walking encyclopedia for me. So we went to a manifestation group we found in Scarborough, and it was a vision board exercise workshop and manifestation. But something that I learned from that was I was going through quite a rough patch, I would say, and with like my relationship. So I decided to ask the question of what happens if this is happening. I was trying, like, I asked Dean, the instructor, what was going on, and he said to me something that was really great, is we are living souls living our own purpose in life. And the encounters that we meet with people is if that relationship is going constantly not serving you, then it will constantly go into like a pattern. So as much as you can try to force it, it's supposed to happen organically and naturally, and you shouldn't be struggling to fight for it. And I was just like, oh, this is not what I want to hear at all. But something that I learned from that was our vibrations are different spiritually. So sometimes when our awareness opens, our vibration increases. And sometimes it could be with this relationships, could be like your partner or your friendships or whatever relationship you might have. This is exactly it. Even your work relationships and things. So when your vibration is gone a bit higher, but that person who you're in a relationship with, any type of relationship, that person vibration might be lower. And because we are constantly evolving, that person would have to step up to that vibration in order for you to kind of link with each other. But something, the penny dropped for me, because I was like, oh, actually, it's true. My awareness is growing up, but I find that there is certain people in my life that are not serving me in that way because I am changing. They could have always been the same, but it's just that I'm changing and I need to change for myself, really. And that was for me really great. And another thing that I learned from this, what he said to me, is he said, with people, you are living your own life. You can't live their life for them. They are going through their own experiences and they will learn eventually. You can always be the supporter on the side of a football match, but you can never just jump in the game and start playing it for them. And that, for me, I really resonated with, and I want to share with you guys, because I feel that you should be questioning what's going on in your life. You should realize, well, actually, I'm going through a really rough time right now. Why? What's going on? What do I need to change? What do I need to improve? Or do I have to take myself out of this whole situation and just start over? Or, there's a lot of questioning that happens. And for me, I would say right now, I feel so happy. I feel so happy because I drastically changed my life. I would say the areas of my life, about 8 out of 10 areas, which we'll go through in a bit, is completely serving me. I feel like I'm on the path that I need to be. And another thing that I want to say is, if you ever feel like, what's going on? I'm sick of this. I'm trying my best. Nothing's working for me. I'm just constantly getting negative. And I am still having to remind myself is that that's not the path you should be on. The path you should be on is what's going right. So if everything, like, you're just getting synchronicity after synchronicity and you just whoop, you're just like, oh my God, is that feeling that I have experienced is so awesome, and I feel like everybody should go through that. But if you're going, like, you feel like you're constantly spiraling down, there's something seriously wrong in your life, and that's you. You are not doing what you're supposed to be doing in this wonderful lifetime. You should change your direction. You should do what's going to make you happy. And at the end of the day, I can sit here and I can advise you, but I can't live the life for you. So that's for you to analyze yourself and for you to be like, right, this is what I'm going to change. So let's go into the different areas that that you should be, I would say you should analyze from time to time. I definitely think that it's a constant reviewing thing. And so this isn't just in a random order. It's not what you should start with and what you should finish off. This is just the 10 areas of your life that I feel that you should be reflecting on. So number 1 is health and fitness. What are you doing to help nourish yourself? Okay, are you physically active? Are you eating well? How are you treating yourself? Then 2 is spirituality and knowing yourself. So we can also be, you know, and I know a lot of people are not spiritually connected, and I understand that, and I have, you know, that's great for you. But I do feel that I've always been quite spiritual as a young girl, whether it be going to church, or now it's more spiritual and more awareness than just going to church. And there's such a higher power that it will get you eventually. Like, you can try to deny as much as you like, the penny will drop one day, because we're all going through our own experiences. But also knowing yourself, and I would say knowing your true soul, like what resonates with your soul, not about who's telling you what you should be doing and what's telling you like how you should be living. It's like, what is your purpose for yourself? 3 is growing and learning. How are you developing as a person? Are you actually, you know, are you learning something new every week or every day? Are you challenging yourself enough to want to go further and better yourself? Or you just kind of like, oh, well, I don't really care and I just can't be bothered? Because that attitude is exactly how, it's a contribution, I would say, as to why you're feeling the way you are. I feel like we should always be evolving, and this is my personal opinion, of course, but I feel like what's worked for me is I've always wanted to learn more, whether it be dancing or music or spiritually or mentally or nutrition or anything that I find interesting. I always want to develop from it, because I think it's great and it's empowering. It really is, and it's nourishing. It gives you confidence, it gives you a boost to self-esteem. It's all these amazing things. 4 is family and friends and social relationships. There was a time that I definitely was disconnected to my family. I was disconnected to friendships. I was completely isolating myself. And it's a horrible feeling to go through. And I would definitely say is you have to change. You have to change this, because feeling alone sucks. It really sucks. And I can say this with a straight face and with a smile on my face, because I'm now in a very good place. But communicate with the people who loves you, who truly loves you. I'm telling you now, you won't regret it. Sometimes you don't want to hear what they want to say, but it's so amazing. 5 is business career. This one I love. For me, it's been the most drastic change. When I was young, I was going to be a doctor, or I was going to do this, and I was going to do that. I was going to be a biochemist. I was going to be all these amazing things. Then I came to London, and I was like, oh my gosh, now I'm DJing. Now I'm traveling the world. Now I'm working in hospitality. Actually, if you had to ask me what I wanted to do, I would say I have no idea where I see myself in 5 years. I really don't. But now, if you had to ask me that question, I am more connected to where I should be, and I know this is what I would like. I love inspiring people, and I love creating, whether it be, you know, musically or anything that resonates with me creatively, is what I want to be doing. So for instance, like recording this video, or you know, inspiring you, or creating a yoga sequence, or creating a meditation, something like that. For me, that's what I resonate with, and that's the purpose that I should be fulfilling. But is your career making you happy? If your career is really stressing you out, you really got to sort it out. And that's to go with all these categories. Is anything is stressing you out, you've got to change it, or you've got to try to improve it. 6, fun. There a time that I was a party queen. I used to have fun every weekend, all the time. Just, I loved it. I love partying. I love, like, but it's not about partying. It's not just fun, by the way. It could be things like I find what's fun is for me learning something new, or going for a cycle, or chatting with friends, or dancing is fun, or doing a yoga class is fun, or a retreat is fun. There's such a large spectrum of fun. But there was a time that I was always having fun, and then there was a time that I was never having fun. I was always serious, and I was just like, oh my gosh, why am I taking myself so seriously? But anyway, I do try to create, my best friend's always telling me, Tasha, always remember, you've got to balance. And she's right, because I'm such a obsessive compulsive worker when I have an idea, but then sometimes I can be so strict that I would be like, no, I'm not doing that. But now I've made sure that I've scheduled in fun. I know that sounds so bad, but I do schedule it in. But I also make sure that if I want to let loose every once in a while, that I can spontaneously do that as well, because that is who I am. 7 is community, and this I love. I used to be so involved with my community in Whitby. I love the people there. They were so great to me, and for me, I would say I called them my friends, because the community became like my friendship. And this is why I'm building Nourish Shanti too, is that I want to build a community, and I really want to give back. It's not about just building, I want to give back. And if you're disconnected to your community, this is also an area that I would say, it's, you want to take from people, but you've got to give back. There'll be a time that you're going to need it. Then money, finance. This is also an area that I have struggled with for a very long time. I am improving it. I've always been broke, and I'm sick of being broke, and it's just like, okay, what's going on? It's because I've never had financial discipline, and that's now the steps that I'm taking to improve myself financially. And yes, I might be just 27, but we all got to start somewhere, right? 9, your physical environment in your home. This is I would say, out of everything, this is one of the top 3 important things that you need to make sure that it's not stressing you out. If your home environment is stressing you out, it will affect you so bad. I developed psoriasis from a stressful time in my home place, and it's the most horrible thing to go through when you physically are starting to get the repercussions of how you're feeling mentally and emotionally. It's stress is not just physical. It could be anything from your internal stressing, or your emotional stressing, or your physical stress. It can be anything. So make sure, now my home environment is anything but stressful. It's quite amazing. 10 is your partner, love, and relationships. As well is, are you going the extra mile for that person? Are you trying to improve it? How are you manifesting it? Are you doing that thoughtless thing for each other? So those conclude all 10 categories for you. So I would like, your little next step is to download this PDF, fill it in, and really just take the steps on there on, analyzing, accepting, and moving forward, how you're going to move forward. And I would say, take the time by yourself, don't share it with anybody. This is your personal work, and just do it for yourself. If you feel like you really are, you're just like, oh my gosh, I've had enough. This is a good little tool to be like, right, okay, let me see what's going on. Okay, take my top 3 lowest scoring category and go, right, how am I going to improve this? What am I going to do? Is this something I need to change? And it's just those questions you need to ask yourself that you will find the answer. I'm telling you, you will find it. You think you don't know where to go, you feel like you're lost, but you will find it, because you know what? You are the person to empower yourself. and you can do it. Okay? I hope that this video has created a little bit of awareness for you, and I hope that you are on the path to success. Remember, I love your face, and thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe and please comment in the section below. I would love to hear from you. Thank you very much. Namaste.